I'm going to walk you through the components of Sonicision, Covidion's ultrasonic dissector, and the assembly and disassembly of the device. First, we've got our dissector, or our handpiece, disposable, one-time use, comes in varying lengths. Next, we have our tray. This tray does get sterilized, along with all the components in it. It's called the Sonicision tray. In the tray, you've got two main components: the generator and the insertion guide. The other empty slot in the tray is for if you were to have two insertion guides. If you're okay with just one, it's nice to have two. Next, we have our battery pack. Red battery pack. This is non-sterile. It does not get sterilized. It cannot be sterilized. It lives on this 4-bay charger. Now we'll go through the assembly. The circulator will help to open the packaging of the dissector, and the tech will then pull this handpiece out. The first thing you're going to want to do, once you also have your tray unwrapped with the help of the circulator and you have your tray on your sterile field, remember the two components inside. As the tech, you are going to, or the sterile person, you are going to grab the black generator as your first step, and you're going to insert it into the dissector, just like that. When you begin to twist this gauge on the back, righty-tighty, to get it on there, you're gonna wanna make sure you're holding the other knob because it will just continue to spin if you don't have that firmly held. 2 to 3 clicks. Instructions say 2, I like to do 3 just for extra safety. And that's how you'll know it's on there good. You heard that. The next thing you do is turn the handpiece upside down. This is when you'll grab the other component from the tray, the insertion guide, and you will see there's an image of this step right imprinted on there. You're going to place this guide right on top of the bottom of the device, the opening, and this little door. A way I like to remember it is I say tail to tail. I'm calling this door a tail and I'm calling this a tail. So you'll place that right on there. And then the circulating nurse will have a battery that they have retrieved from the battery bay, wherever that central location of that battery bay might be. You will have this in the room. The circulating nurse will, I'm the circulating nurse and I'm the scrub tech, will come over and drop the battery into the handpiece. Please note that when they are placing it in, this guide then becomes non-sterile. Because you're dropping the non-sterile battery through the guide into the device for that sterile transfer, it is infecting this. I say that because a lot of times the techs will hold it like this for the drop. So I just ask that you don't do that, kind of just hold it like this. The nurse will come over and place it in. Another reminder, I say tail to tail to tail, and I'm calling this metal loop a tail. And so just like before, have the tail facing the other tails. So you'll drop it just like that. It won't fit the other way. Everything on here is kind of like a puzzle piece. If this were backwards, it wouldn't really sit nicely either. So the nurse will drop that in, and then the nurse will lift this up, remove it, put it aside. You heard that audible tone. That's the noise you want to hear. Put this aside, so that it can later, at the end of the case, be placed back in the tray. Do not throw this away. This is reusable. This gets sterilized. Then here, you want to use your palm to hear a click. And green means good, so you're good to go. If you were to see another color like red or yellow, then we would troubleshoot and find out if the battery, the generator, what's going on. But if you don't see green, the device cannot be used, and we would need to go figure out what's happening. So look for the green light. Now, for disassembly. The case is over, you get handed this device. I know it looks like one object, and you're gonna be tempted to toss the entire thing out. Please do not. Just like I just took you through, we need to now disassemble it, and there are reusable components in here. So, you're gonna start by removing the generator. So, you twisted it right to get it on there tight. You're just gonna lefty-loosey take it off, and voila. Once again, keep in mind I had an overhand grip fashion on this knob while I spun this off of there. And don't drop it like me. And then you can set your handpiece down while you put your generator back in, and see, even I forget sometimes, but just like I described, things really only fit like puzzle pieces. So at first glance, you might not know how to put it in, but then just try it the other way and it'll fit perfectly. Grab this guide, whether it was placed under your table by the circulating nurse, or if she put it by her computer, wherever you may have set it, but please grab that guide and put it back in here. If you opened the tray with 2 components, we need to send it back down with 2 components. Next, you will turn the device upside down again. On one side, there's this little black button. Notice it's not on the other side. When you press that, the latch door for the bottom opening pops open. Remember that battery is non-sterile, so if you're still scrubbed in, which you are, you don't want to touch that. And then the circulating nurse with a clean glove will come over and pull that battery right out, take it back to the battery bay, and put it back on the charger. This can now be disposed. This is one-time use. Thank you.